Namaste everyone, I am your co-host Shravani ma'am. Welcome to your favorite learning channel. The topic for today's video is Introduction to Eukaryotic Cell, Plant Cell. So in the previous video we had taken the example of animal cell as eukaryotic cell. Here we will be taking example of plant cell. So the basic things remain the same, that is the term eukaryote is derived from two Greek words, right? This we had already studied in the previous video. That is, U stands for, or it means true, and the term karyon means nucleus. And these eukaryotic organisms are those which have well defined nucleus and they have membrane bound organelles. Okay, so this remains the same. The definition of eukaryote remains the same. So now we will be studying about the different parts of plant cell. Okay, so here we have taken example of plant cell, correct? So this plant cell, they have cell wall which was absent in case of animal cell. So the cell wall in plant cell is made up of cellulose. Okay, and the cell wall helps to protect the cell from physical damage. Then there is cell membrane. Cell membrane is also known as plasma membrane. So here the cell wall forms the outermost covering, and then there is cell membrane that encloses the cytoplasm. Okay, and it is again semi-permeable. That is, it allows only certain molecules and ions to pass inside and outside the cell. Then there is nucleus. Nucleus here is also well defined, surrounded by nuclear membrane. It contains the genetic material. Okay, then there is nucleolus. Nucleolus is darkly stained. It is darkly stained spherical structure that is present inside the nucleus, and it helps in the biogenesis of ribosomes. Then there is endoplasmic reticulum. Okay, there is endoplasmic reticulum. So endoplasmic reticulum can be smooth endoplasmic reticulum, that is called SER. Okay, and this SER is not associated with ribosomes, hence they have a smooth appearance. Okay, then it can be rough endoplasmic reticulum. So they are called rough endoplasmic reticulum or RER because they have rough appearance as they are associated with ribosomes. Okay, so smooth endoplasmic reticulum helps in the synthesis of lipids, whereas rough endoplasmic reticulum helps in the synthesis of proteins. Then there is also Golgi complex or Golgi apparatus. Golgi apparatus helps in packaging of materials. Okay, and Golgi has several flat disc shaped sacs called cisternae. Okay, then a special feature is chloroplast that is present in plant cells, which is not present in case of animal cells. So chloroplast is the site of photosynthesis. Okay, here the green pigment called chlorophyll is present that traps the sunlight and performs the process of photosynthesis, the process by which green plants prepare their own food, and hence they are termed as autotrophs. Okay, then there is mitochondria. Mitochondria is also known as the powerhouse of the cell, because here aerobic respiration takes place, by which ATP gets generated as a form of energy, and this energy is then utilized by the cell to perform all other activities. Then there are vacuoles. So vacuoles are larger here in case of plant cells, whereas in animals we had discussed that the vacuoles were smaller. So these vacuoles contain water, sap, excretory products, and other unwanted materials that are not useful for the cell. Such materials are present in vacuoles. So now let's quickly revise the things that we have studied. We saw that the term eukaryote is derived from two Greek words. One is eu, that means true, and the other is karyon, which means nucleus. And these eukaryotic organisms are those which have well defined nucleus and they have membrane bound organelles. Okay, and here we have taken the example of plant cell. So different parts of plant cell we have discussed, that is starting with nucleus. Okay, so this is well defined. The nucleus in eukaryotic cells is well defined. They are bound by nuclear membrane, and nucleus contains genetic material of the cell. Then there is nucleolus. We can see the darkly stained spherical structure which is present inside the nucleus. Then there is cell membrane or the plasma membrane, which surrounds or which encloses the cytoplasm. Then there is cell wall. Cell wall in case of plants is made of cellulose, and cell wall is the outermost covering of the plant cells. Then there is endoplasmic reticulum. Endoplasmic reticulum can be rough endoplasmic reticulum or smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Smooth endoplasmic reticulum have a smooth appearance as they are not associated with ribosomes. Okay, they help in the synthesis of lipids, and rough endoplasmic reticulum have rough appearance as they are associated with ribosomes. They help in the synthesis of proteins. Then there is cytoplasm. Cytoplasm is the jelly-like fluid substance present inside the cell in which all the cell organelles float. Okay. Then there is chloroplast. Chloroplast is a special organelle present in plants. Okay, that is absent in animals. Chloroplast is the site where photosynthesis takes place, by which the green plants prepare their own food. This is the organelle where the green pigment called chlorophyll is present, that helps to perform the process of photosynthesis. Okay. Then there is mitochondria. Mitochondria is called the powerhouse of the cell, as this is the organelle where the energy is generated by aerobic respiration. Then there is Golgi apparatus. Golgi apparatus mainly helps in packaging of the materials. Okay. Then there are vacuoles. So these vacuoles are large in case of plant cells, unlike in animals. So these vacuoles contain several unwanted materials of the cell like sap, excretory products and other materials. Okay. So I hope you all would have got some great insights by watching today's video. Please do not forget to like and share the video. Till then, thank you for watching.